Hey, it's JP. Yesterday, Tucson International Airport reached 100 degrees. We're about a month ahead of schedule when it comes to 100 degrees in the desert. In fact, yesterday was the earliest day in a year in recorded history that Tucson hit 100 degrees. Because of this record heat, I am at the top of Mount Lemmon, where it's much cooler, the views are fantastic, it's a bit windy, and today is a great day for a hike. It's about an hour's drive from milepost 0 on the General Hitchcock Highway to the Mount Lemmon summit trailheads above the slopes of Ski Valley. Please be sure to watch for cyclists, pedestrians, and animals, and observe posted speed limits. There is quite a bit of parking at the summit trailheads located near the end of Observatory Road. There is a day use fee which is based on the honor system. The Mount Lemmon Trail proceeds along the ridge to the southwest from the first parking area. Pets must be on a leash, and there are picnic tables and toilets available near the parking area. For today's hike, we're headed for the Mount Lemmon Trail. I'd like to thank you for visiting my channel. I always appreciate your likes and your subscriptions, so be sure to do the algorithm thing so that the algorithm is happy and lots of people can discover what's going on my channel. Today we're going to be hiking the Mount Lemmon Trail. Total hike will be about 5 miles. I'm going to go down the Mount Lemmon Trail to the edge of Catalina State Park and then come back along the Meadow Trail, which will be right through there. It'll be a nice loop. The views are fantastic and I look forward to sharing them with you. One of the questions I get about hiking up on Mount Lemmon is whether I notice the elevation. We're around 9,000 feet, a little less right now. And no, I don't notice the elevation when it comes to breathing. However, I have noticed that other people that I've brought up here do notice the elevation if they're not used to being up this high. From my aviation studies, humans require oxygen beginning around 12,500 feet. So we're a little bit below that, but I could see where other people would notice it. An important reminder when you're hiking, especially if you're hiking solo, be careful. Don't put yourself in precarious positions. I could get much closer to that edge. I'm not going to do that. All right, now for the climb down. All right, here we are where the Mount Lemmon Trail meets the Sutherland Trail. It is 12.5 miles along the Sutherland Trail to get to Catalina State Park. I'm not going to do that today, but we are looking towards the south. And that big brown spot you see right there, that is Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. Then if you look to the right, up northeast of or southwest of that, you'll see Tucson International Airport. By the way, yes, it is much cooler up here on Mount Lemmon, but the sun is just as relentless. So you have to remember to wear sunscreen, cover your arms, cover your skin, do all the important things to keep your body healthy. And now we're looking off towards the west. You will see a little bit more of Tucson. Way off in the distance is Meira, and of course, Saguaro National Park West, which has some of the trails that I hiked a few weeks ago. If you want to see that experience, check out the link right up here. As a point of reference, earlier in the episode when I was climbing down the rocks, it was those 3 rocks right up there out in the distance. That's how far we've come down, and I'm working my way back up. So I've been climbing the Meadow Trail, and I'm at the meadow part of the Meadow Trail at 9,100 feet mean sea level. I have about a half mile to get back to the car. As you can see, beautiful views. If you can get up here on Mount Lemmon, I highly recommend it. It is beautiful, the scenery is gorgeous, and the hikes, they're doable. You might need some poles if your knees are getting older. Otherwise, they're pretty moderate. Give it a whirl. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you, and I hope you feel inspired to get outside and enjoy Mother Nature. If you like what you saw today, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate the feedback. And remember, there is a lot of magic in our universe. Go ahead and grab as much of it as you can, and then when you get it, be sure to share it with the people around you. Have a great day. See you next time. Not unusual to reach 100 degrees in Tucson, except in May. No, it's April. We have been experiencing record heat. We have that. As always, I'd like to thank you for joining me on my channel. I hope you enjoy my adventures. I'm still making my way up the trail, but I just learned something about my camera. I thought the little adapter was the mic receiver. The mic receiver is actually built into the camera, and that little adapter is just so I can connect it to a tripod. So I don't need to have that little adapter on there to use the wireless mic. The more you know.